Finals.
Sweet.
Would you like to play first? No, we're gonna go offer the split, the 1-7 split, 1-6 split.
What's a 1-7 split? You wait. Your numbers don't work out. You give us a pack of Ravnica.
Right.
We'll give you all the Innistrad, but we want one pack of Ravnica in exchange.
A digital pack of Fallen Empires. Mulligan to 6 cards. No, I think Inquisitor is a good enough lead.
All right.
He had to mulligan.
He chose to mulligan.
Right. And, I mean, I would prefer a forest, but at least we are going to be able to cast Elder Cathar and are getting closer to Mausoleum Guard. And that actually, against a first striker, is
one of the few things that we don't care.
Yep. Really, depending on how his deck is built, this guy might just be
really bad for him.
Yeah. It might be like there was a time when I made a mono. I think we recorded it. It was either a mono white or a mono black deck in M11, M12, one of those.
Okay.
And this other guy had white knights or black knights. Just had the
opposite.
Yeah, had like multiples of them and had the perfect thing to shut down everything that I was trying to do.
Oh, okay. Do you think he has a trick?
I think. I'm trying to even think of what.
Or do we block with the Elder Cathar and put the tokens on the Elite Inquisitor?
Right. I think he's getting some morbid trigger.
Okay.
But I'm willing to find out what that morbid trigger is. There's also the possibility that he's never played against an Elite Inquisitor and had first strike.
But he didn't do any damage, so
He is getting to Harvest Pyre.
How convoluted.
Yeah, he feared him enough. So we probably would have been better off.
Yeah.
Blocking with the Elder Cathar. Or Cathar.
Well, here's the upside. We have exactly one creature in our graveyard.
Right.
If we can get the Sleuth out and Morbid,
right,
we get back our guy.
Right. That's true. And it took him 3 cards there
to kill that one creature.
To kill one creature and deal 1 damage to us.
Mm-hmm. Not happy to see that card.
No, that's a whole lot of ugly. Okay, so I'm going to attack with this guy. I don't think I'll block. But if he did, I'd just sack that guy and kill him. And we are running a little dry on land right now. Which is going to be bad if that means this guy gets to flip and get +3/+0 and trample. But we still, at this point, are kind of good.
Thank you.
That helps a lot. So we can attack with both of those.
Mm-hmm. I guess there would be another creature in our graveyard. Unless it was one of his creatures that died. So we have a 50-50 chance, right?
Right. That's true. If we, sack this,
yeah,
then that could be the thing that is Good. Um, Here, Hamlet Captain would bump up that guy. Mausoleum Guard wouldn't be a bad play.
True.
We would go there.
I could also see putting out the wolf
Yeah.
just because a potential of a 4/4 is kind of annoying.
Yeah. What I want, or am hoping, is that we get to a point where we have a second green.
Sure.
Because to keep him from flipping, we are going to have to keep casting spells. And I'm thinking he may, at this point,
Just say fuck it and just.
right, not cast a spell
Yep.
to flip his guy. Then we can flip him back,
I like that plan.
casting 2 of our own. But it won't be until end of turn. We could.
Okay, it won't be till end of turn.
Uh-huh.
So, we attack in, let him block, and then we could either cast the Woodland Sleuth and potentially get back our Inquisitor,
Right.
who can block that guy forever, although he doesn't stop trample, right?
Right. I think we attack with everyone.
Okay.
I really do. I think he will block something.
Oh, that puts a really... there's hardly anything there that's good to block.
Right.
Yeah, that's like the best thing, and it's not good to
Right.
kill.
And then we can either...
I think maybe flipping the thing back is worth more than maybe getting back our...
I think so too. And I think short of like him drawing a rolling Temblor, he has 1 card in hand. We have 5 creatures out.
He has 4 life. One of his creatures can't block.
Right. And our guys are going to get a bonus from that. We can pump that. We can use this to pump. Even if he did rolling Temblor, we'd get 2 1/1s in the air.
Yeah, it's over.
I mean, it was... Yeah, we were getting to a very beneficial situation. So we survived an Instigator Gang, which is not an easy...
Easy thing to do.
Yeah. I don't think we changed anything.
All right.
The deck continues to do basically what we wanted it to do. Okay.
And continues to do that to us occasionally. Yeah.
Mulligan, yes. And no. That actually isn't bad. Pilgrim into Mentor, into that, or into...
Mm-hmm.
So now... No, he is playing... We know he has a Geist Flame. So...
Our Pilgrim may well die.
Right. That would be a unfortunate start to the game if his next play is to kill our Pilgrim.
Which, if he puts out a red, I'd say there's a very good chance. Oh, what? What?
Huh.
Okay, well, I didn't understand that one at all.
No, I don't either.
Maybe he's waiting.
When he didn't follow it up with some sort of burn, it didn't make sense to me. Okay. I think we put out Mentor of the Meek.
Okay.
I know it's kind of overextending, and if he has Rolling Temblor next turn, he wipes our board. But if he doesn't, we could start drawing things off of it.
And that would be good.
Yeah. Ooh. That's a kind of tough call. I think we ditch this and assume we're going to draw land.
All right.
It might be a bad assumption, but...
Gives him less life. Well, we did draw land, though
Right.
not
one
what
that
we
produces
wanted.
white. I don't think we want to travel prep just...
Just the one guy. I tend to agree.
So if we get a plains, we're in a whole lot better state.
Well, we can cast something.
Yeah, I think we cast the Woodland Sleuth. Not getting the trigger and not.
Really not ideal.
Yeah. But it keeps his guy from flipping. It allows us to travel preparations more profitably next turn.
Right.
And there goes the mentor. Is this game 2 or game 3?
I think this is game 2. So I think we just sort of squeaked out the first game.
Okay. What do you think? Is this a youth and use travel preparations once? Is this a mausoleum guard? If we use travel preparations once, we can get them up to a...
If we youth and travel preparations once the youth flips and we travel preparations again, it would kill his guy.
Right. Or Gavany Township at this point.
Yes. And neither of these things are creatures that we specifically expect to die.
Right.
Which means that they are creatures that I don't mind putting tokens on as much.
Right. Yeah, Mentor of the Meek, gonna draw fire, tokens or none.
And Mausoleum Guard, I mean, you know it's going to die. I mean...
Yeah. Okay, so one of these guys, probably the Cloistered Youth, is going to die to the Typhoid Rats.
Yeah. I guess we could draw something really awesome. That's, I don't think, in our deck. That's not it.
No. That is not it. Okay. We could, I guess, just attack. See how he blocks.
Well, he's going to block the Woodland Sleuth with the Werewolf and the Fiend with the Rats.
Okay, and then we'll play Mausoleum Guard.
Okay.
I think having the Mausoleum Guard, finding a way to get it dead, might be the best thing we can do if we can then township and travel prep and
Sure.
go crazy on those tokens.
Part 1.
And he didn't block the other one.
I'm a little surprised. He must have expected
a pump
nonsense.
spell or something, yeah. And we still have the flashback off the travel prep if we need to cast a spell to keep.
Okay, well, I'm not happy about that at all.
No. I am not either. We do have a Slayer of the Wicked somewhere in here. Okay. I think our only hope is to apply a great deal of pressure.
So, township and travel preparation?
The travel preparation, I kind of want it, like, if we township and he double blocks this, it doesn't kill that guy. I kind of want the guards to die so we can
Sure.
get him airborne. So, I think we just attack.
I guess we can always use the Gavany Township if we want after.
Right.
Sure.
Okay. So we do want to use the
May as well.
Gavany Township. And unfortunately, We might have to travel preparations, which no, it was probably an error on my part. If this guy flips, he's going to have to attack. He's going to be able to produce infinite chump blockers.
Well, one at a time.
Right. But he's going to be able to do that soon. I think we don't want him to flip yet. So
Okay.
I think we need to travel preparations, even if they end up being wasted on these guys.
It's just wasted on them.
The other side of that is next turn, then we have a 5/5 and we have a 6/7.
And that's pretty brutal, no matter how you count it.
Right. That's brutal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no real surprise that this guy made it to the finals.
Yeah, well, Bloodline Keeper and an Instigator Gang.
Okay. So, attack with both. Let's see what happens. If he does chump, and that's all he does, it will trigger
Our Morbid.
Morbid.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, and now he's at 6.
And
this
we'll have a
guy's
6/6 Trampler.
could be relevant.
Oh, man. Very... What's the problem with finals?
So he...
Well, not surprisingly.
Right. Okay. These are they only get the bonus when they attack.
Right.
This guy would be out of reach. This guy would be out of reach for a straight trade. Now he'd probably double block to get there. This guy would have to chump block, but I think we have to attack.
Well, let's see. It's going to be... If he loses nothing,
Right.
if he loses nothing, then we would have 13, 16 coming back at us, so that will kill us.
Right. He will lose something.
Okay. Well, then, once more into the breach. This deck does not win by waiting for our opponent to win.
Yeah. Even if it forces him to put, like... Yeah, these guys in front of us. Oh, but this guy, let's see, he's going to have 2, which will be 5 and 8. He'll be able to do just enough damage.
Damn it.
Because we can't flip his Instigator Gang again.
Oh, well.
Yeah. It was close. It's just that +3/+0 to all attackers
It's brutal.
is very tough. And he dealt exactly the amount he needed. Okay. I still don't think there's... I mean, we don't have a card that says destroy
Werewolves or something.
mythic power rare. I don't even think it's a mythic, but bomb rare. Would you like to play first? Yes. Oh.
I think, sadly enough, we have to mulligan.
I think we do too.
God!
If we mulligan the last one, we have to mulligan that one. And now we're keeping a crappy hand, but... Unfortunately, got land, but not in the right color.
Well, at least that's something.
Yeah, that helps.
That's a good bear.
That it is.
Well, in the Elite Inquisitor with a Gavany Township, if we can keep him alive for just a little while.
Right.
Problem being that he has a blazing torch out, but, well, that does require all sorts of other stuff.
Right.
That's good.
Yep, that I don't mind seeing. Hmm. Do I attack? Do I?
If you attack, he blocks, he keeps his blazing torch.
Right.
If you hold back, maybe he uses the blazing torch, but you can save it with its pump ability.
Right, so I won't use the blazing torch. It's whether or not I want to get rid of a typhoid.
I think
rats.
that all in all, trading a Dark Thicket Wolf for a Typhoid Rats is probably a fairly decent trade.
Yeah.
Stupid, not cool, but
Right.
pointless neophyte.
I don't want to use my Slayer of the Wicked on that, but I think I might have to. I mean, I guess the other thing that could be said is if we put out this, he can't kill it with a torch. He has to attack in.
Sure. And then we can block.
Right. So it would force him to either use a spell to save his creature.
Or lose his creature.
Right.
And I really do like that Slayer of the Wicked to kill his Instigator gang.
Yep.
Annoying.
Right.
Predictable.
But if we get a land, if he has to attack in again next turn and we pump our guy to a 3/4, then we block him then.
Sure.
And if he ends up using his torch or something else to try to kill our guy.
Well, at least he used his torch so he can't kill our Inquisitor.
Right. And what's he doing? Did he have to put that in so he could harvest fire? Yes. He did.
Do we just react with our township? Does he have enough?
He'll have enough because he'll blazing torch also.
That forces him to use his blazing torch.
Right. Well, I mean, either way, he's going to have to use his blazing torch, but we'll react just to.
You don't have anything else to do with the mana, right?
Right. So he's using 2 to kill that guy to get this guy through. And now he's down to 1 card. And he doesn't have. Okay. I think maybe, since he has no cards in hand, we Slayer of the Wicked to kill this one, and put out a Doomed Traveler to kill that one when he attacks it.
All right.
It still is not.
It still stinks.
Yeah, not ideal. Now we could guarantee to clear his board by putting that there and then trading with this guy. but I think we'd be better off.
He has no creatures, though. I mean, he has no cards in hand.
Right.
Of course, neither would we.
Right.
But
I think we're
I
better
guess
off
we have our Elite Inquisitor that we'd have.
killing that, getting a couple more guys on the table so we can take advantage of our.
I guess the upside is that the Elite Inquisitor does not trade with the Crossway Vampire.
Right. He can't block it.
And we can kill him with First Strike and Protection and all that other stuff.
And there, of course, is the Instigator game.
Well, you know, from a top decking standpoint, that was beautiful.
Right. So if he's attacking for 4 here, I think we block. Our Elite Inquisitor can block him, although if he flips,
It
doesn't do us a whole lot of good.
it's lopping off increasingly more of his damage as we Gavany Township.
Right. And he won't be able to do it next turn with Trample. So if we can get him, let's see, he becomes a 5/5, so we have to get our Inquisitor to 5 to be able to First Strike to kill it.
Right.
But if we don't attack with our Spirit, we could get them 2/5 combined.
Yeah.
So that's probably what we do.
Do we put out our land?
I kind of like holding it back.
So you think so? We have a trick. All right.
We can contemplate a rebuke or something.
Man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
We have one, you know.
I'm contemplating a rebuke. It never came, but I've been thinking about it for a while.
That makes me so happy.
Yes. That's
And there really isn't any reason for us to not attack with our Elite Inquisitor at this moment.
right. And it'll flip him if we use
it twice?
it twice. Yep.
True.
And in fact, I'm not sure there's any reason not to attack with
With both? No, he's a vigilant guy. I mean, he could drop a Victim of Night on him. I mean, but that would happen anyway.
Right. Either way, he's going to become a 2/3 guy on his next turn, and he'll be stuck with the issue that if he casts a spell, his guy's not transforming.
Mm-hmm. And if he does, then he'll get 3 points of damage and we kill him anyway.
Right.
Probably.
Right. No, he exiled his Bump in the Night. Good game, just drew about 5 land in a row.
We feel for you.
Yeah. And there we go.
And
Make
Gavany?
Gavany, yeah.
And there we go.
I don't want to do it prematurely, but all right.
Hey! I didn't think we were going to pull that one out.
No, that guy had the nuts deck, and we somehow won it.
Well, we got both of our answers to a vampire zombie deck, or vampire werewolf deck.
Right.
I mean, that's pretty much what it came down. We saw both the Slayer of the Wicked and the Elite Inquisitor.
Right, and the Slayer we had to use on
junk.
a no name, but we had the Elite Inquisitor, which could prevent him from attacking profitably.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah, that's all I want from a light draft beer.
Victory?
Yes.
Well, that's all I want from any draft beer. We never get it, though.
No, but without Bob,
We have a better
yeah,
chance.
odds are much higher.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, see you next time.
Yep, probably draft beer 42.
Next one should be a draft beer.
Yeah.
Surely Bob wouldn't do this to us 2 weeks in a row. I mean, surely not.
No, not Bob. So
He's never done that to us before.
no,
So,
he's a good person.
yeah. Later.